The film begins in New York during a time of war. Eva watches everything from her window when suddenly, a powerful explosion destroys everything in front of her eyes. At that moment, someone grabs her hand and pulls her down toward the basement. Chaos erupts as people run for their lives. The person holding Eva's hand takes her into a bunker. After they enter, a man seals the bunker with tape to prevent harmful radiation from entering. Inside, the sounds of people screaming can be heard. This bunker belongs to Mikey, who had anticipated such a disaster and built it in advance. Mikey informs the 6 people present that if anyone tries to leave, they will be burned to ashes because the temperature outside has risen drastically due to the explosion. He warns that the radiation could cause severe health problems, including disabilities and mental instability. While Mikey is explaining the situation, another massive blast occurs, causing the basement ceiling to shake and collapse partially. The outside world appears to be in even worse condition. No one knows how long they will have to stay inside. Upon hearing this, a little girl named Wendy panics and insists on going outside, but Mikey threatens her to keep her inside. When the others ask what they should do, Mikey states that if they want to survive, they must follow his orders. He shares that he has previously survived a similar situation during the war in Nagasaki. Eva and the others attempt to contact the outside world, but their mobile phones have no signal. Even on the rare occasions when they do get a signal, there seems to be no one left outside to respond. Delvin possesses a radio phone. He continuously tries to contact someone outside but never receives a reply. As days pass, everyone grows bored of staying in the bunker. 2 of the men, Josh and Bobby, decide to break the door and leave, but Mikey stops them by threatening to kill them. As a result, they do not attempt to break the door. Josh becomes frustrated with eating the same food repeatedly, and one day, he throws it away, which angers Mikey greatly. No one knows how long they will have to stay inside, and food supplies could run out. While they are discussing this issue, they suddenly hear strange noises coming from outside the bunker, as if someone is trying to break in. Everyone becomes hopeful that they might finally get to leave. The bunker door is broken down, and 5 soldiers enter, wearing protective suits since the outside world is no longer safe due to radiation. Without any explanation, they grab Wendy and inject something into her neck before putting her inside a bag and preparing to take her away. Wendy's mother desperately tries to save her child, but all her efforts fail. 2 soldiers take Wendy away while the remaining 3 stay behind. Soon becomes clear that these 3 soldiers intend to kill the remaining survivors. Realizing the danger, the group unites and manages to kill the 3 soldiers. This moment, Wendy's mother, Marilyn, who is already in a fragile state, insists on leaving the bunker. She rushes to the door and starts removing the tape to open it. The others try to stop her, knowing that if the door remains open too long, radiation will enter and kill them all. Eventually, they lock her in a separate room for everyone's safety. After sealing the door again, they return to find the 3 dead soldiers lying inside. Looking at the bodies, Mikey speculates that the UAE may have attacked the US and is now attempting to eliminate the entire population. Delvin once again tries to contact other survivors outside using his radio phone, but Mikey stops him. Mikey tells him that the enemies might have discovered their location because of the radio phone, and continuing to use it could put them in danger. On Mikey's orders, the survivor turns off the radio. Eva takes food and water to Marilyn, who is deeply distressed over her daughter's whereabouts. Meanwhile, the survivors remove the protective suits from the dead soldiers. 2 suits are damaged, but one remains intact, making it possible to go outside. Eva volunteers to leave and find the army for help, but the group disagrees because there is only 1 suit. They fear she might escape with it. Instead, they decide to send Josh, believing he will return since his friend Bobby was shot during the fight with the soldiers and might still be out there. Josh wears the protective suit, takes a soldier's gun, and steps outside. He notices tunnels built around the bunker. Moving through one of these tunnels, he reaches a facility where many people, dressed in similar suits, appear to be working. The place looks like a laboratory, possibly used for research. Observing the area, Josh sees that the lab contains children's hair samples and several capsules, each containing an unconscious child. Wendy is among them. Seeing her, Josh becomes emotional and tries to rescue her. However, his actions draw attention, and the workers realize he is not one of them. Before they can capture him, Josh escapes and runs back to the bunker. Chased by the facilities people, Josh barely manages to get inside before the group seals the bunker shut. Disturbed and emotional, he tells everyone that nothing remains outside. People now live in tunnels to escape radiation, and children are being used for experiments. Looking at Marilyn, he apologizes for failing to rescue Wendy. As they speak, they hear welding noises from outside. Someone is sealing the bunker's door, cutting off their last chance of escape. Mikey becomes anxious, unsure of who these people are and what they want. Days pass, and the dead soldiers' bodies begin to rot, filling the bunker with a horrible smell. Realizing that survival depends on removing the corpses, the group digs a hole inside the bunker and buries them. Though this solves one problem, new challenges continue to arise. Food supplies finally run out, leaving them starving. Eva recalls a room inside the bunker that only Mikey enters. She and the others suspect he has hidden food there. One day, they storm into the room while Mikey is away, hoping to find supplies. However, instead of food, they discover walls covered in newspaper clippings about wars and a photograph of Mikey's family. It becomes clear that Mikey has an unusual obsession with war and has been living alone in the bunker for a long time. While they search the room, Mikey returns and angrily demands an explanation. The group tells him they were looking for food. Mikey insists that if he had any food, he would have shared it, just as he did before. He claims to be just as hungry as everyone else. However, no one believes him anymore. They decide that from now on, they will stay in Mikey's room with him. During this time, Marilyn and Bobby grow closer. Struggling with the pain of losing her daughter, she finds comfort in Bobby. However, for the rest of the survivors, every passing day becomes more difficult. Hunger takes a toll on them, pushing them to desperation. Delvin, a former security officer, comes up with a plan. He has a gun which he quietly takes to Mikey's room. He confronts Mikey, forcing him at gunpoint to open a secret door he noticed earlier. Believing food is hidden behind it, he insists Mikey open it. However, Mikey outsmarts him, snatches the gun, and kills him instead. Eva, who has been following the survivor, witnesses everything. She screams for help, alerting the others. Now everyone knows that there is a hidden room behind the secret door, and they suspect it contains food. Mikey refuses to reveal the code for the secret door, so the group ties him to a chair and begins to torture him. Exhausted, he finally gives up the code. When the door opens, a large supply of food is revealed. They now have enough food to last for about a month. However, another problem arises. The radiation starts spreading inside, affecting their minds. Josh and Bobby become extremely aggressive. They force everyone else out and take control of the supplies. To satisfy their needs, they abuse Marilyn. Josh's injured brother, Adrian, who is now recovering, helps Eva stay stable. Meanwhile, Mikey, the one who originally provided them shelter, remains tied up. He pleads with Eva to release him, promising that he was about to reveal the food's location before they tortured him. To earn Eva's trust, he shares another secret. There is a gun in the supply room. He tells her that with the gun, she can stop Josh and his friends' cruelty and free herself from their control. Eva does not fully trust Mikey, but she needs the gun. She teams up with Sam, who had originally led her into the bunker. Their plan is simple. Sam will sneak into the supply room to get the gun while Eva distracts Josh and Bobby. Inside the room, Josh and Bobby have lost their sanity completely. They have even killed Marilyn and continue to use her lifeless body. When Eva enters and sees this, she is horrified. Before she can react or leave, she notices that Josh is heading toward the supply room. To buy time, she starts drawing Josh's attention toward her. When Josh crosses the line, Eva pushes him away, which angers him. He attacks Eva and tries to force himself on her. Meanwhile, Sam retrieves the gun and comes outside, only to be confronted by Bobby. Holding the gun, Sam points it at him. Back inside, Josh continues to assault Eva until Adrian steps in to stop him. At the same time, Sam holds Bobby at gunpoint. Eva desperately shouts for him to shoot Josh. Sam panics and fires, but the bullet hits Josh's good-hearted brother instead, killing him instantly. Shocked, Sam drops the gun. Bobby seizes the opportunity and attacks him. Before he can do anything further, Eva picks up the gun and kills him. Now Josh, overcome with grief over his brother's death, loses control. In his rage, he kills Sam, who had accidentally shot his brother. Then, he turns toward Eva to kill her as well. However, Eva manages to escape and runs straight to Mikey, quickly untying him. As soon as Mikey is free, he grabs the gun and shoots Josh before Josh can attack them again. But before dying, Josh sets the bunker on fire, hoping to take Eva and Mikey down with him. Flames spread rapidly, leaving no escape. Then, Eva remembers something. Mikey had once told her about a secret way out through the sewer system. She quickly grabs a protective suit and puts it on before Mikey can stop her. She locks the escape room door behind her, preventing Mikey from following. Mikey, realizing his fate, accepts his end. In his final moments, he remembers his wife and daughter. Meanwhile, Eva successfully escapes through the sewer system and reaches the outside world. But what she sees is horrifying. Everything is destroyed, smoke and ashes fill the air, and the entire city is in ruins. With no idea where to go, she stands amidst the devastation as the story comes to an end. I hope you liked my video. If you did, please like and share it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We keep bringing such content regularly. Peace.